Hi, I'm Patrick Hennessy. I'm a graduate student at Dalhousie's Faculty of Agriculture, and I'm working to use artificial intelligence to improve food sustainability. When I was growing up, I grew up downtown. I didn't really have a full view of what agriculture was. I imagined it was a large field with a farmer and a pitchfork. But since coming to Dal, I've learned a lot more about it and all the innovation that goes into it. One of the problems with weed management currently is that the weeds aren't evenly distributed throughout the fields. They're in patches. In some patches of the field, the berries can't grow at all because there's so much weed cover. In other areas, the weeds are there, but they're so small that the berries themselves can still grow. The problem with that is the current spraying method sprays the entire field. But if the weeds are only in a section of the field, something like hair fescue, that's only in a quarter of the field, you're wasting 3/4 of the herbicide, which is very inefficient. We're putting more herbicides into our environment than we need to, and the farmers are spending more money on these herbicides. My current project is actually training a computer to recognize weeds in wild blueberry fields. My supervisor, Dr. Travis Esau, and his supervisor, Dr. Pkwiman, developed a sprayer that has cameras next to every nozzle. And those cameras are plugged into a computer, and they actually have a computer program that looks for green. If we look through the blueberry fields right now, the berry plants themselves are red and brown because it's late in the season, but the weeds themselves are still green. So with their computer program, they were actually able to spray only areas of the field that contain green. And this was really helpful. But there's more than one weed in wild blueberry fields. In fact, there's over 100. And a lot of these weeds use different pesticides for management. So I'm using artificial intelligence to actually narrow in on what species of weed the camera's looking at. And that way we can use the specific herbicide for the specific weed. This research is going to help by cutting down on herbicide usage in wild blueberry production. And it's applicable in a lot of other fields. It can be used for other crops around here like strawberries, potatoes, various vegetables. Really any agricultural field with weeds, this technology can be adapted for. And in all of these foods, what we're doing is it can be used to limit the amount of herbicide needed to manage the weeds, which means we get more food and it costs the growers less money to produce it. Food is one of the most important parts of our lives. We eat 3 meals a day, we congregate around food. It's really just a part of our lifestyle. I guess it's something I took for granted growing up, but actually coming to Dalhousie and seeing all the innovation that goes into it and all the work that goes into it, I see this sector as really important work.